Hello beautiful people, you are welcome to my channel. So this is the style we are going to be making in this video today. If this is what you would like to learn, kindly watch the video till the end. It's very easy to make and it's beginner friendly. It has a shoulder pleat here and it makes it really beautiful. Alright guys, without too much talking, let's get into the honey of this video. Papa. So now the first thing you are going to do is to fold your fabric into 4. I folded it into 2 first, then I folded it into 2 again, that making 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So after folding it into 4, you mark out your vertical measurements, your bust line, your hip, your waistline, your hip line, and the full length of the gown. So now my bust point is the bust point of this client is 11 inches. Mark out 11 inches. Connect with your pattern master. This is the bust. The waistline is 16 inches. The waistline is 16 inches. I'm marking it out. So this is the waist. Now the hip line is 24 inches. The hip line is 24 inches. And the full length I'm using the length of the old fabric that I have here, which is 59.5 inches, which is still okay by me. So the next thing I'm going to do is to mark out our neck width. I'm using 3 inches for the neck width. I'm using 3 inches for the neck width. So after marking 3 inches, I'm also going to mark 3 inches downwards from this point to form my shoulder slope. As you already know, our shoulder is not straight, so you can't just cut a fabric, a dress, and just cut the shoulder straight like this. Our shoulder is not straight, so you have to slant it a little bit. That is why we mark out the 3 inches here, and we are connecting it to the 3 inches with mark that we measured here. After doing that, we are going to cut it out. So after cutting that out, we are going to mark out the neck area. We've marked out 3 inches width. We are going to come down by 1 inch. That is for the back neckline. We are going to work on the front neckline later. So this is for the back neckline. I'm I'm marking out, and then I'll connect with the curve and just cut it out. Now from this neck point here, from the 3-inch mark here, we are going to come out by 17 inches. You can do more or less depending on what you want. I think I'm going to, okay, I'll come out by 17 inches and add 1 inch for seam allowance, 18 inches, and then from that point you also come down by 18 inches again. You also come down by 18 inches again. Let me take it again. From this 3-inch mark, which is the neck width, you come out by 17 inches plus 1 inch for seam allowance, making 18 inches, which I've marked here. Then from that point, you come down by 18 inches again. This is to form the sleeve opening. So now from that 18-inch mark, I'm going to come inwards by 3 inches. I'm going to come inwards by 3 inches, and then you mark it out. So the next line that we are going to see from this point is our hip line. So now just watch what I'm doing. It's very simple. After marking the 18 inches, the next line we're going to be seeing here is our hip line. So now we're going to measure out our hip divided by 4 plus 4 inches allowance. The hip I'm using is 43. Sorry, the hip measurement I'm using is 44. So 44 divided by 4 is 11 inches. 11 plus 4 inches. That 4 inches is 3 inches for ease and 1 inch for seam allowance. So our hip divided by 4 is 11. Our hip divided by 4 is 11 inches plus 3 inches for for ease and 1 inch for seam allowance. So after marking that, we're going to connect to that point with a curve. Let's connect to that point with a curve. Smoothing it. Make sure it's not adding any. Sorry, my son is the one disturbing our class right now. I'm going to smoothen this place and make sure it does not have any angle here. It has to be a curve. And then you measure out what you have here, which is 15 inches. You mark it all the way down. You mark it all the way down. And then you connect the lines to meet with that point up there. Let's cut it. You know, this place is still closed, so you open it up. And then we are done cutting for the back. Now we are going to take out the back neckline. I'm going to take out the back neckline and work on the front neckline. I just want the front neckline to be a V-shaped neckline, so I'm just going to go down from the 3-inch point here. I'm going to go down by 7 inches. Then you go down by 8 inches. So I'm going down by 8 inches, and then I'll just connect the line to that 3-inch width that we had earlier, and then I'll cut it out. So that will form our front neckline. I don't want to open this place up, I just want to leave it as it is. Then the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be cutting a facing for the neckline of the front and the back. The facing. You place the fabric on the folded cloth for your facing. You cut off the neckline. That's how to cut the facing. You cut off the neckline and the shoulder slant. You take it off. Then from where the neckline stops, you measure out. You measure what you have here, which is 10 inches. Then you measure out this, and then you connect to the point there. That's how to cut the facing. So the facing is done. It's going to be used to turn the neckline of this page. I'm going to place it right side facing, and we're going to use it to turn the neckline of the cloth. So I'm going to just take it to my sewing machine and sew 1/2 inch round the neckline. Give it a good press, and I'll show you when I'm done. So after doing that, this fabric is a 2-pattern fabric. I just made this for the up and that for the down part. So we're going to place the facing on the neckline. Just going to sew with 1/2 inch seam allowance on the neckline and turn it and iron it. After that, I'm going to join the shoulder of the front and the back. I believe you've seen in my previous videos how to join the shoulder. I'm going to place the right side of the front to the right side of the back. I'll just join the shoulder after turning the neck. So I'm going to turn the neck of the front and the back and join the shoulder, and then I'll come back to show you what it looks like before we continue. So I've gone ahead to stitch the neckline. I turned it with our facing, and I just placed the back on the front, right side facing right side, and I've joined the two shoulder with half-inch seam allowance. As you can see, I joined the shoulder with half-inch seam allowance. And then for the sleeve, I also cut out a facing of about 2 inches, and I placed it on the sleeve just as the way we joined the facing. I also placed it on the sleeve, right side to right side. Then I used it to turn the sleeve and make the hemline very neat. I used a contrasting color to sew it so you can see. Take a look. So that's what I've done. That's all what I've done. So now the next thing I'm going to do is to turn the clothes to the right side. We want to work on the agada, the sleeve, the shoulder pleat now. Now we want to work on that pleat at the shoulder part. So what we're going to do is that from this neck point, remember the 3 inches mark, the 3 points. From the neck point, we're going to mark out 10 inches. From the neck point, we mark out 10 inches. Mark out 10 inches all the way down. And then from that 10-inch mark, you mark out 3 inches. From the shoulder point, from the neck point which are here, you mark out 10 inches. And from that 10 inches, you mark out 3 inches. And then to form the pleat, you just bring out the 10 inches to meet the 3-inch point like this. Just like this. Bring the 10 inches to meet the 3-inch point like this, and straighten the fold. Just straighten the fold. You can take it to the ironing table, so just press it down with an iron. But this cloth, I can use my hand to mold it. A very flexible cloth, and I'll use pins to hold it down. I'll use pins to hold it down just to keep it in place. There we sew the shoulder, so we're just going to tack this place down a bit just to keep it in place, and that's all. So, and even do that after sewing the whole cloth. Now, after doing that, we're going to flip it over. I'm going to just flip it over like this. Measure
from this point I'm going to measure 10 inches, 10 or 11 inches. This is for a medium size, so I'm going to be using 11 inches. So I'm going to, if it's for a small size, you can use 10 inches. So I'll use 11 inches. And from that 11 inches, I'm going to come to this point, this slant area. I'll mark out 1 inch. 1 inch that I want to use to sew it. So I'm going to connect that 11 inches to this 1 inch point with a curve. So I'm just going to do that like so. Now you can see from this point to this point I measured 11 inches. If it's for a small size, you can use 10 inches. Then at this place, at this point, I measured out 1 inch and I connected the 11 inches to the 1 inch with a slant like this. Then that's what I'm going to sew. I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and sew it like this. Then I'll sew it 1 inch all the way down. After doing that, I'm going to hem the down part of the clothes and we are done. And there's something I also want to do. I don't want a part of this clothes. I don't want the front of this cloth to just be like plain like this. So I'm going to be using sequins to be dazzled with.
When I like to stitch this side, so I'm going to cut off the excess like I did for this spot. So guys, this is the finished look. See the pleated sleeve. See how it's looking really nice. I did a little bit of bedazzling here, as you can see, and I added this. The cloth was looking too plain, so I added this yellow fabric all the way down just to give it a shiny look. Alright, so this is how it looks and it's looking very beautiful. So I measured out 15 inches upwards to make a slit here, just so that the person can walk well. This is really beautiful, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Bye. I love you and I care about you. Bye.